Let's go, baby!
It's finally time. Time for the touchdowns. Time for the game-changing plays. Preseason practice is over. The summer grind is through. The time is now. So get ready, get set. It's go time.
We're Helias Dance Team, and you're watching ABC 17 SportsZone Football Friday. Woo!
ABC 17 News SportsZone Football Friday, sponsored by Reese Nichols, starts now.
What's up, what's happening, and welcome to week one of SportsZone Football Friday. I am sports director Andrew Kaufman, alongside Natalie Jones.
Andrew, I'm a bit excited. What a season we have ahead of us this year. Tons of storylines to follow, including two reigning state champs out of the Jefferson City area.
And we begin with the Class 4 state champs, Helias, taking the field right here. And I guess I'm not in football shape yet, Natalie, because I almost got run over. I need to get out of the way. I made sure to stay clear of their opponent, Hannibal. First play from scrimmage, senior Nicholas Heisland comes up with a tackle for loss. Huge play to start the game. Love the defense. Late in the drive. Pirates back to pass. But Caden Hampson nearly. Oh, we had to slow it down for you. Oh, so close to the interception, but incomplete. Defensive coordinator Phil Pitts likes what he's seeing so far, but then Hannibal gets going. Aeneas Williams is a legit playmaker, folks. He runs it in for a touchdown. This guy was all over the stat sheet. Time for a new quarterback, though. Drew Miller making his first career start for Helias, the junior. Oh, on his first drive of the game, he is picked off by Tyler Hardy. It's a 31-yard pick six. Helias would fight back in this one, but the Pirates snapped the Crusaders' 14-game winning streak, 54-20, the final. Over at Atkins Stadium, Damon Wells making his debut as the Jays head coach, hosting Chaminade. Late first quarter, game tied at 7. Ethan Garnett with a big hit, pokes it out. Will Brenson recovers it. The Jays take over. Couldn't score on the drive. Still a nice play there. And shout out to these folks out there. How's it going? Second quarter, Chaminade quarterback Drake Faust doing his best Brady Cook impression. Airs it out to Nick Divis, who hauls it in for the touchdown. Red Devils go up 14-7. Brady Cook now playing at Mizzou. Used to play at Chaminade. Jays coming right back. Some trickery. David Bethune did fool me, the camera guy. I'll take credit for this one. Into Chaminade territory, deep into that territory later in the drive. We got some more misdirection. This is how the Jays are going to play this year. Tricking me out a little bit there, but I got back. That's a short touchdown there for Jefferson City. Chaminade would score quickly before the half, and the Red Devils spoil Coach Wells' debut, winning it 34-20. Natalie, your turn.
Battle making the trip out to Fort Zumwalt North in O'Fallon tonight. First game for new head coach Jonah Dubinsky. Also a revenge game. The Panthers beat the Spartans in the state playoffs last year. First quarter, Fort Zumwalt North quarterback Chris Reckel throws it deep. Look at him go, a long touchdown. Jukes him out to start the game. Keep going, big boy. There you go. Here comes Battle, though. Shout out to special teams. You gotta give special teams some love. A big hit here. Fumble. Panthers recover it, though. Look at that. Boom. Spartans trying to get going on offense here. Ricky Dunn with a big-time run. We love the rhymes. He's coming. Battle is losing 35-28 in the fourth quarter, though. Moberly taking on Smith Cotton. The Spartans hosting a readout in honor of late Moberly coaches Ken Asbury and Sam Richardson. Moberly escorted Sam's wife Diane onto the field before tonight's game, wanting to get a win for them tonight. First quarter, Moberly's first play from scrimmage leads into an interception. Connor Ladd comes up with the pick. Later in the first, the Tigers, they're in business. Check out this powerful piece of running from Mylan Hawkins. Smith Cotton takes the lead, 6-0. He's not going down. The whole team's on him. They're all on him. Still in the first. Next Spartan drive, Colin Huffman finds his receiver, Martez Neighbors, who takes it to the house, the tightrope dance. Moberly is pumped up. I'd be too after watching that. They tie it up 6 apiece. Shout out to you guys. Second quarter, Tigers retake the lead 12-6 with this quarterback sneak from Lane Simmons. Smith Cotton took a 6-point lead into the locker room, and Smith Cotton goes on to win it 32-12.
Scoreboard now, Rockbridge down tonight to Staley 35-10. How about Tipton? It's 30-26 in the fourth quarter. Still a chance for Tipton in that one. VERSAILLES gets the win over Knob Noster 21-14. West Tran over Salisbury 45-12. Chillicothe gets it done over Marshall 27-8. Bowling Green goes big over Van Far 60-6. Well, coming up, we've got some Week 1 Classic matchups on the way, plus lots more scores, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale is going on now. For a limited time only, save up to 30% off. Find this upholstered sofa, now only $349. Or get 0% interest for 5 years. Hurry in, you don't want to miss these savings. Only at Ashley Home Store.
We're all learning new ways. New ways to learn. New ways to work. New ways to pass time. And some of us have learned some unhealthy new ways to get through the day. Maybe now is the time to talk to your kids about how they're coping with stress and anxiety. Get the conversation started at safeandsober.org.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
It's time to get back together. Back to workouts and hangouts. Back to big hits, big throws, and big celebrations. Getting back together safely starts with getting vaccinated. COVID-19 vaccines are free and effective, but it's okay to still have questions. The choice is yours. Visit mostopscovid.com. or call 877-435-8411 for answers and find an appointment near you. We're stronger together.
Needing roadside assistance can be stressful. Gift yourself peace of mind knowing you can always call ATR Towing and Recovery, a reliable 24-hour service. Their variety of trucks are equipped with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and their experienced operators can hook up any size vehicle ranging from 2 to 18 wheels. Services include jump starts, tire changes, fuel delivery, unlocks, heavy towing and recovery, and heavy equipment hauling. Don't stress when you need roadside assistance. Call the best in the business, ATR Towing and Recovery.
Would you go over the edge to keep your Columbia neighbors from going over the edge? I'm ABC 17's Zach Boetta.
And I'm Lawrence Bowers of LBO Sports. Love Columbia offers support at the intersection of needs and resources for anyone in Columbia who is struggling and wants help to create a path forward.
By going over the edge with us on October 30th at the Tiger Hotel, you'll help Love Columbia continue to serve our community in need. Register at lovecolumbiamo.org
or scan the QR code on your screen now.
Before the sun comes up and long after it sets, ABC 17 News and Storm Track Weather keep working for you, gathering the information your family needs to take on the day, alerting you to breaking news and health and safety concerns in our area, plus tracking the latest weather conditions to help you plan ahead. It's everything you need to know from the team you trust most. ABC 17 News and Storm Track Weather, where the news comes first.
Don't miss Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale. This week only, save up to 20% off. Plus, get 0% interest for 12 months. Or get 0% interest for 5 years. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
We're the Giant Cheerleaders, and you're watching SportsZone Football Friday.
Welcome back. A bit of an update for you. A huge comeback for the Battle Spartans, leading 36-35 over Fort Zumwalt North in the third quarter. That's pretty big. But back to the highlights. There are plenty of classic matchups when it comes to Week 1 football in Mid-Mo.
And this year, one of those games got a bit more interesting because we have a state championship rematch on our hands. Blair Oaks and Maryville meet again on a neutral site from Lee's Summit North High School. Blair Oaks quarterback Dylan Hare. Heard of him? Have you heard of him, Natalie? Yeah.
I think I have.
I think we've heard of him. Almost unstoppable. 50-yard run down inside the 20-yard line. And a few plays later, he dances his way into the end zone. It's 14-0 Blair Oaks. Tough sledding for Maryville in the first half as quarterback Connor Drake swallowed up by Cole Peters. Now on 4th down, Blair Oaks looking to score again just before half as Dylan Hare just doing work. Look at him go. When will the Hares graduate? They never. There's going to be a Hare at Blair Oaks.
There's going to be a continual stream of Hares.
Forever. Great Hare at Blair Oaks. They win it big, 40-6.
We'll talk about classic Week 1 matchups. It's Mexico and Centralia in another grudge match. And how about a big showing from the Bulldogs early? Michael White gets the handoff. Look at him go, shaking off every defender. Get off of him, pushes him into the end zone. Touchdown, Mexico. 7-0 lead early on here. Minutes later, Bo Gordon drops back to pass, but Connor Johnson coming in like a freight train. Knocks the ball. Boom! Knocks the ball out. That's Bulldog ball. Centralia defense, you got to hand it to him, putting in the work. QB1 Gordon drags down White, avoids the touchdown. That's a nice goal line stop there, but too much Mexico. That's the story tonight. Andrew Runge gets another one in, and the Bulldogs win it 46-20. Osage out at Fulton tonight, and Osage QB Brock McLaughlin getting things going here. Rolls out to the near side, throw off his back foot, and Walker Goring is happy to step in front of the ball for the interception. Nicely done. Osage with the ball back, still scoreless in the first until Osage comes around the end for 14 yards out for the touchdown. Make that 6-0. 27-45. Osage QB McLaughlin with 3 seconds on the clock. Mishandled snap. 70 yards later, look at him go. It's a touchdown. Osage wins it 24-19.
He meant to do that. Hallsville taking on Palmyra on the road. Straight to the action. Hallsville deep pass from Tiger Cobb, but it is intercepted by Palmyra. How about another try? This time, a fumble. But Tiger Cobb would get it together. Now, when I say that, he really would get it together. Right here, check this out. A deep, bam! Whew. Beautiful throw. Hallsville wins it on the road, 28-7. More scores for you. Brookfield walks it off against Trenton, 18-12 in overtime. CAMDENTON gets it done over Kickapoo, 22-14. Eldon goes huge over Central, 42-14. Montgomery County leads Herman by 20 at the half. KIRKSVILLE leads Macon 41-35 in the fourth quarter. North Callaway goes up big over Louisiana 40-0. Mark Twain wins 34-12 over South Callaway. The Russellville Indians are on the hunt for their first ever varsity win in just their second year as a football program on the varsity level.
Tonight is rematch of last year's season opener where Missouri Military Academy did come out on top in that one. And Russellville new head coach Tim Brulo taking on MMA. This game started an hour late due to that heat. It's a scorcher. Russellville QB2 with the lob pass to Alex Oskliger. Takes it 14-0. MMA, Max Castle. Look at him go. He's running through everyone.
That's a football
on
name.
His way to the end zone.
Max Castle.
Look at him go. He's taking it to his castle, to the end zone, 14-6. Russellville leading in this one.
Aww.
Look at that guy. He's enjoying it. On 4th down, Russellville airs it out to his favorite target of the night for the touchdown.
Shout out Chief Photon Chris on that. That was nice.
Awesome. Takes it 26, and Russellville leads 34-6 in the third quarter on their way to their first ever win as a program. Now it's Holton hosting Sweet Springs tonight, and this is one of those you try your best and you don't succeed moments. On my part, 29 Blazer points before the half. I got there after. Braden Wilmuth, though, a workhorse tonight, bouncing off all the defenders. Can't get him down. Blazer first down They're trying to squeeze in another score from Michael Agnew here. Snap goes high, but look at the recovery. Jonah Liebig-Brown jukes him out and keeps the gain positive on this one. Liebig is good on his feet. Look at him go. Tolton wins it 35-20 over Sweet Springs.
The Paris Coyotes visited the Harrisburg Bulldogs tonight, and it was not close. Harrisburg, running back Gavin Curtis takes it into the end zone for the score. Harrisburg make the 2-point conversion, go up 8-0, and it would not stop there. Not even close. Earlier in the second quarter, Gavin Curtis again rumbling into the end zone. Harrisburg was up 32-0 at the half. It's currently, now it's final, just went final, 48-14. This one started 30 minutes late, also due to heat. Carrollton up against Fayette tonight to kick off the 2020 football season. These are some must-see highlights, folks, because this is impressive. Junior running back Garen Vroman takes the ball here, runs it 70 yards.
Go.
Fayette on top 7-0. You think that play was great? Just wait. Just wait, Natalie. Just wait.
I'm waiting.
We got one play in between.
Anticipation.
Later on, this is nice too. Quarterback Ben Wells rolling out, doing his thing, plenty of time, all day. Nice little keeper.
Look at the wheels.
They tried to hit him.
Didn't go down.
They might need to do some more practice. Perhaps the best play of the night right here. Roman rockets a 50-yard pass to wideout Chase Allen Jackman.
Look at the grab.
Allen Jackman! Oh my goodness. Wow. Fayette rolls over Carrollton.
To the scoreboard now, Odessa wins it 50-12 over Southern Boone. Pleasant Hill takes it over Booneville 43-35. Close game as Marceline is leading Scotland County 19-18. California goes over St. James 24-6. Capital City is losing to Warrensburg 42-7 in the fourth quarter. Late game for Cole Camp, trailing Warsaw 28-6 just going into the fourth, and Slater beats Wellington Napoleon 24-10.